Look who keeps winning these things.
I mean, I have 2 wins. That's not like, it's not that many.
When's the last time you won?
Okay, relax. Like, it's been some long drought. It was last year's 2024.
Last year, he said.
I mean, I was thinking this before when I got my first one, that I was a 1 quiz wonder. Now I have 2, but I still kind of feel like a 2 quiz wonder.
Welcome back to another quiz, and I mean welcome back, because Raegan, you are back.
Guys, it's been a long time, and honestly for good reason, because I didn't want to embarrass myself again, but great to be back.
We are back, and this time it is another quiz on the NHL playoffs, and because we have reached this point of the season, it is on the Stanley Cup Final.
Come on, let me hear ya.
I'm terrified. If it is anything like the round 1.
There's always some sort of catch you gotta bring to us over here.
There's actually no real catch. It is solely focused on the Stanley Cup Final. Series from there, facts from there. Are you ready for the rules?
Let's go, baby. I'm the most ready.
Well, here it is. You got 10 questions. As always, you got that bonus round in the middle. Get the bonus round right, you earn yourself an extra strike. And how many strikes are you dealing with today? Nope, not 5. 3.
3?
Pretty fair,
That's
right?
awesome.
Just regular 3. Let's get it started with question number 1. Question 1.
Steve Yzerman. Just kidding.
Haha. Which player reluctantly accepted the Conn Smythe trophy after his team lost in the 2024 Stanley Cup Final?
Well, I got this wrong in the last quiz, unfortunately, when I was listing Conn Smythe winners, which is pathetic.
It's pretty bad.
It's tough. Tough to see this great story fall short.
He didn't want to take it because he was in the dressing room.
He just had such an incredible playoff run.
That was, of course, Connor McDavid.
Connor McDavid.
Yeah, it was Connor McDavid.
Connor McDavid.
Connor McDavid.
I'm actually really happy that McDavid didn't go out and accept that.
You think he should have gone for a lap around the rink with it in his arms?
I think I would love to see it from like anyone but McDavid.
If you're a real legend, you pick up that trophy and you do a little loop of your own.
You'd be like,
Because
I
your
did
teammates
my
are in the
part.
locker room, you're just lifting it.
Maybe ask your teammates if they want a photo with you.
You're
hey,
like, who wants it next? Question number 2. For no particular reason, none at all, which nation has the most amount of cup winners since 1994? We're talking players. We're not talking teams.
Like their nationality?
We.
I feel like this is the old, like, let's pat ourselves on the back.
I mean, this is easy. This is lightweight.
This is somehow stumped Jesse.
We just did a post. We looked at like it was the number of Canadians on every team. It's still like more than half or like right around half. And that's going down, meaning that it used to be higher. I'm going to say Canada.
It's Canada.
Canada.
It's got to be Canada.
I mean, I would imagine it's Canada.
That's a tough one. For the United States, who's in second, because Canada, yes, that is the correct answer. We got 403. The U.S. is 145.
It's not even close.
Russia has 58, Sweden 51, Czechia 31. Got to give credit here to a Reddit user. I'm going to say it's Izukai. They did all the way up to 2023, and I just added the Panthers in there.
Damn.
Thank you for that.
Shout out that guy.
Yes, if you did it by teams, it's 30-0. Hopefully one of the teams can do it.
I think this is the Oilers' year. I do.
And then the year after that, their time's coming.
Were they playing? I don't remember. It was so long ago.
They had 5 playoff games, but it was long ago.
5 more than I got to watch this
Yeah,
year.
there you go. I'm surprised. Question 2, a freebie like this?
Z, was this a quiz for ants?
It's a quiz for Sams. We're moving on to question 3. Which franchise had the longest wait to win a Stanley Cup in NHL history? We are not talking about Stanley Cup droughts as far as, the Leafs.
The Buds.
We're talking about to that first win for a franchise.
First Stanley Cup. Okay.
That's a good question.
It's a hard question.
That's a good question.
Unless I'm missing something.
Like, I could be completely off over here, but I'm not really going to overthink this because this is the first team that's come to mind.
Let's go with...
I know this burned me on the round 1 quiz, but like I go St. Louis Blues.
I feel like it was the St. Louis Blues.
The Stars.
Let's go with Boston.
Oh. The Florida Panthers?
Blue. I'll take that strike. There we go. The answer is the St. Louis Blues.
Oh.
Who, ironically, who did they beat to win their cup? The Boston Bruins.
My gosh.
That was in 2019. They had to wait 51 years.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. I mean, it could have been anyone.
No, it literally couldn't have. There's one answer to this question. It could have just been anyone. All right, question number 4.
I hate this question.
The true or false. Probably the first real challenging one in this one.
Well, I got a
being honest.
50-50 chance.
I'm not sure I've ever got a true or false wrong.
Have you gotten here?
I'm familiar with this round.
You're familiar? I am familiar with the concept of true or false questions.
Say whatever ridiculous fact you're about to list off.
True or false? In 2014, many assumed that the NHL had gotten its dream Stanley Cup matchup when both the New York Rangers and Los Angeles Kings made the final. Two major American markets in a major final. But this series did not draw the largest total American viewership to a Stanley Cup Final series. The Bruins-Blackhawks final in 2013 did. True or false? And I should add, I mean in the last 20 years, because TV ratings from before are like crazy.
Whew.
That is hard.
Is this only referring to by per game or total? Because that does change my answer.
Total series.
Okay.
I'm so confused.
There's no chance. Wait, I don't want to say anything yet.
When he's got that grin on, it means he's about to just yell something without thinking about it. I'm
I'm a Blackhawks fan. I loved that 2013 finals. It's like the first one I watched.
Why don't you just think it out?
That was an incredible series. Went 6 games. Next year kind of sucked. It was a 5-gamer. I think there's 2 things here. Number 1, better finals. Number 2, the fact that it had the extra game. So then based on your question, it would be true.
True.
I'm going to say true.
Not even gonna think about it?
Nope.
I'm going to say true.
Thinking leads to mistakes.
True.
No one seemed to ponder the question. Maybe it was just another series.
I am in the hole.
Nah, it's just peachy.
Really?
I gotta stop answering true.
Of course, because LA and New York are so much bigger than Boston and Chicago. Like, what was I thinking?
The reason it's false is not because it's between the 2 options. It's false because it was another answer. The true top one is Bruins Blues in 2019. They went 7 games. You got to consider that.
Such a good series too.
You were almost cooking there.
I think the new logic on true or false is think about it like for like a good 2 minutes, go through all your logic, and then false.
then
Regardless of what you think, just false. Someone run the numbers. Like I swear 90% of them are false.
Good thing we got 3 strikes in this game.
Oh, yeah. Question number 5. As far as hockey is concerned, The Revenge of the Sid only took 2 episodes. Which team did Sidney Crosby and the Penguins lose to in the 2008 Stanley Cup Final and then defeat in the 2009 Stanley Cup Final?
I like a lot of these questions because they're within my timeline of being alive and watching hockey.
You know, I really thought about that when you guys flunked the other one.
Man, couldn't have given me one of these questions earlier. Hey?
I'm going in the bonus with 2. I'm feeling good.
I should know this. I really should know this.
Sam's out. With that face.
So the answer is the Detroit Red Wings.
Detroit Red Wings.
These were 2 great series, and of course, this was against the Detroit.
Who? Who? Sorry, I don't know if I can take that as an answer.
These were 2
What
great.
happened? Did you get punched in the throat by a ghost?
The Detroit.
Guess these hands!
It's the Detroit Red Wings.
Was it the Kings?
Let's go with the Kings.
The edit just got easier.
Show myself out for that one.
Hey, how are ya? Thank you. I need the extra life in the bonus round here. I need it, or I think I'm toast.
Just short of the bonus round. Bonus round! Bonus round. I mean,
I'm gonna do
you
the
can
Jesse
stay for
thing.
that part to hear it.
give me one more chance.
I'll give you one more chance.
To get your lousy, flying, low down, 4-flushing carcass out my door.
Bonus round.
Bonus round.
This is where we get the chance to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, if you're enjoying the video, why not give it a like? Really helps us out. And as always, why don't you leave a comment? Could end up as the bonus round question, or we might just read it out like this one. Mark Crash, who says, give us the lefty-righty quiz. I don't know, man. That I feel like 2 of you would do well. I don't know if Jadon's one of those.
I don't know. Like I think I could do it if I played more NHL.
Tape that when I'm not here because I will be so bad at that.
Also, James Austin's comment. Finally, I love these once every 2-year quizzes. Glad to see y'all back. Hey, twice in 2 weeks. Not bad.
Proving this guy wrong.
Let's get to the actual question. A lot easier this time. These tend to be very difficult. Because you guys are children, I want you actually to get this correct, so enjoy it.
Yeah,
Freebie.
you don't have to speak down to us like that.
I literally will.
Okay.
This comes from Trevor Pollock.
Whoa.
Pollock is in like phonetic, like Pawlak.
Who is this fraud?
His question is, everyone knows the weight of the Stanley Cup, but what is the volume capacity of the actual cup of the Stanley Cup?
The hell kind of question is that, Matt?
Dude, what the?
I've never even heard that before.
What?
How is that easier?
I don't know what the hell that is.
Volume capacity for us in a quiz setting is just how much you can take of Jesse's yelling until you're done.
Yeah, honestly.
And just leave the room.
Because I got a lot more where this has come from.
I have another question. It wasn't that one.
No, thank you. Thank you so much.
Can you
Dogging
imagine
us
that?
out here.
That's a real comment.
That was a real comment. Trevor, you're
Okay.
you're a sick man, Trevor.
The last bonus round guy DM'd me. I'm gonna be DMing this guy because I got a lot of things I'd like to discuss with him.
Well, here's the real bonus question. From Bavarian Asian, which is a crazy name. Thomas Muller fan, by the way. Retire number 25. Bonus question. Name the team that won the most Champions Hockey League championships and the amount of times they've won it. You do not have to do that. You just have to tell me the team.
The most what? Sorry. Did you say Champions Hockey League champions?
Who does it include, the Champions League?
Is that one of like those, it's like one of Sweden, Norway, Denmark leagues?
What's the Champions Hockey League?
Maybe I'll just tell you, just think of the Swedish league.
Okay.
Someone in the like,
Maybe the only one you might know.
that doesn't even help me. Can I just like forfeit the question? Just, I don't even.
You know, you actually can't.
I'm gonna go with Frölunda.
Frolinda.
I hate these guys.
Did I get it?
Yeah. Why,
Yes, let's go. Oh.
why do you even know that
Let's
one?
go.
Why do people know that one? Is
Because
it
it
just because it's a cool
flows
name?
off the tongue. It's just a nice buttery name.
Yeah.
Training wheels.
That one was for
Training
my,
wheels.
That one was for my Swedish girlfriend, because I'm
'Cause
just
he
letting you
doesn't
all
say-
know that my girlfriend's Swedish, in case
say
you're
enough.
wondering.
He doesn't say it enough.
Yeah, in case you're wondering. That Swedish question I answered was because I have a Swedish girlfriend who loves Färjestad, actually. Färjestad.
That's her team?
Yep. And then there's also Modo. I thought it was between Modo and Frölunda.
I think
but
Modo is where the Sedin brothers played. No?
Yes.
Question 6. Usually a trap card. Today it's the handout card.
What?
Yeah.
You've gone soft, Z.
You ready for the easiest question that has ever been asked in a quiz? Because it's not even really a question. Shout out an unsung Stanley Cup winner. But if someone else says the same winner, neither of you get this right. So get as obscure as you can for this Stanley Cup winner.
This is a great question. I'm going Devontae Smith-Pelly of the Washington Capitals.
Brian Bickle.
I'm gonna go with Marcus Kruger.
Okay, excellent. So this is a two-parter. How many points
Oh, you got
did
kidding me, man.
Oh no.
How many points did Brian Bickle have when they made the Stanley Cup Final?
Man, that is cheap.
I just screwed myself.
I felt so good there for like 2 seconds. Man, that was evil. That was like legitimately evil.
I'm trying to think how many games Washington would have played.
If I said Brian Bickle, I would know the answer is 19.
Okay, well, I don't think he like broke the bank.
I'm going to say he had 12 points.
Let's go 6.
That is incorrect.
I'm just gonna guess like 17 points.
Damn it, this guy. Horseshit.
Let's go!
You,
Come
damn it.
on!
The trap card is back.
That was one. I gotta applaud to that. That was like the best. That's an incredible trap card. You have a false sense of security, and then just like the world crashes on you.
Oh!
Volume capacity.
Oh!
Volume capacity.
Oh yeah!
We've reached volume capacity.
Oh yeah.
I fell for it. I fell for the trap.
Question number 7. As if losing Game 7 of a Stanley Cup Final wasn't painful enough, following their series loss in 2011, the Canucks also became the holders of a dubious record. What was that record?
Well, I'm not going to lie. The first thing I thought of when you thought of like, well, it sucked to lose in the Cup Final, what transpired in their city is what I thought of next. And I don't think that's what you're asking about.
No, I didn't. They don't have a record for most riots. Like they probably do.
I didn't want to say it.
1. How many Hudson's Bay products were stolen after a Game 7 loss in a Canadian
Just saying,
city?
that's where my mind went.
Is that what
when
you're
like,
taking? Yeah. Cashmere scarves from the window?
I take maybe a couple fishing supplies, bait, hooks,
This guy's heading right
Line,
for a Bass Pro Shop.
rods, waders.
Is it like the biggest margin of loss in a Game 7 or something? Because I know they got like lost 4-0. It wasn't even close.
I could be way off. I think they lost every single game at home in that series.
They were the first President's Trophy winner to lose to a number 8 seed, or to lose in the first round.
What are you talking about?
The record was the least goals scored in a Stanley Cup Final series that went to 7 games. They did not score much in that series. They only got 8. They had 3 games where they scored 1 goal. Game 1, they win 1-0. Game 5, they win 1-0. And then game 3, they lost 8-1.
Damn.
You got 0 on that question.
Yeah, wait. This is a Stanley Cup quiz, right?
I don't know what just happened there, but we're moving on. Quick, too.
Why did I just blow that and think we were talking about, oh my
Yeah,
God.
don't worry. It was,
Let's just
you
throw
had a
that one-
moment.
Let's just throw that one to the trash. I had like a serious moment there.
Makes up for question 6, where we should have robbed you.
It's getting serious now.
Question number 8.
So now I have 1 strike left.
Which team holds the record for most consecutive Stanley Cup Final appearances in the post-Original Six era? So even if, let's just say you went to like a bunch in a row, but it started in the Original Six era and went into that expansion era, I ain't counting it. Just post-Original Six era.
The Habs also did it outside the Original Six era.
Like, doesn't matter if they won or lost. It's just consecutive runs of getting to the finals.
Yes, that's correct.
They won 4 in a row. 76, 77, 78, 79.
I feel like the numbers got to be like 6 straight.
The Islanders won 80, 81, 82, 83.
Just any more than that is just crazy.
And then the Oilers dynasty started.
Don't think they were like all consecutive.
Oh, yeah.
For whatever reason, I feel like the answer is the Islanders
My gut's kind of telling me it's like Boston or New York Islanders.
because they've won a bunch in a row.
Give me the Islanders to lock it in.
I'm gonna go with the New York Islanders. I have no strikes left, right? If I get this wrong, it's the end of the road.
So the fisherman is going with the fisherman.
Oh, nice one. Didn't even think about that. One of the best jerseys in NHL history, by the way.
Disagree.
Okay.
But what I do agree with is that you got it right.
Oh, I got it right.
Let's go! Woo! This quiz has been an absolute ride.
Live to see another day. I got one more catch in me. And I'm reeling in a big fish here. Let's go.
Well, I was going to say, but is it the big one? Will he reach the final bass?
Ooh.
You know, it could end still for this guy, but we'll see.
There's probably a pretty good chance, actually. I would really like to get to that final, though.
Question number 9. The Montreal Canadiens hold the record for the most Conn Smythe Trophy winners with 9. But which 3 teams are tied for the second most amount of winners? There are 3 teams that I need here. And I will say, there is one hint I can give you. The Conn Smythe was first awarded in 1965. And as we've noted, the expansion era began in 1967.
I think that's a great hint because it's just a nice gentle reminder that the Leafs won't be tied for second because they haven't won since 1967.
Told you, the only Maple Leafs that are playing in June play at Christie Pitts.
Okay, well, I need to just think about who's won the most Stanley Cups.
There's just like 6 teams I'm thinking of.
The Pittsburgh Penguins should be there because they've won 5 cups.
Pittsburgh Penguins.
Lock in the Penguins.
That is correct. That is one of them. It's
The
2
hope.
away.
It's
two
the hope
away
that
from
kills
a
you.
final.
2 away.
Two
2
away.
away.
The Edmonton Oilers because they won 5 Stanley Cups.
The Edmonton Oilers.
That is correct. That is 2 of them. You just need one more.
Am I made for the moment? We'll find out. We'll find out.
Perhaps the losing, the painful losing, ends now, but you'll have to earn it.
I feel like the Islanders there may have been a year that the Islanders didn't even win the Conn Smythe, that it may have gone to like a goalie.
I'm getting too nervous for this.
Tampa Bay has won 3 cups, so it wouldn't be them.
And the last team I'm going to go with,
What about Detroit?
Detroit Red Wings. I
Detroit, I'm pretty sure, has won 4 cups.
feel like they've won a lot of cups.
Give me the Red Wings.
Damn, it's so tough when they get so close. And then they get it right.
Wow.
That is correct.
What a performance under pressure.
Oh my goodness, I was ready to walk out.
He was ready to walk.
Just like Devontae Smith-Pelly in 2018.
You have reached the final boss, and you were technically in the final boss last time because everyone made it.
That was a handout.
But either way, you're going for the victory here.
Holy smokes. It's been a while.
Look to your left.
Ow.
Whoa. Look to your right. Look down the center. It's time to fight.
Nice slow reel in, fishing off the dock on a warm summer day.
You gotta fish with some cheese, boy. Final boss. Here it is. Name every team that has ever won back-to-back Stanley Cups. Now, if you give me a wrong one, it ends. So I would go with the ones you're certain of.
Okay.
The Tampa Bay Lightning.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
That is correct.
The Pittsburgh Penguins.
Pittsburgh Penguins.
Correct.
They did it twice.
The Montreal Canadiens.
The Habs for sure.
Edmonton Oilers.
Edmonton Oilers.
New York Islanders.
The Islanders.
The Detroit Red Wings.
Detroit.
Did Chicago win back-to-back? I'm going to say the Chicago Blackhawks.
I'm gonna assume the Leafs did.
What do you think the most dramatic loss in Stanley Cup Final history? What? Chill. I'm lifting up the belt.
Torture, man.
Got it in hand here because Jesse had 7 and you had 6. You lost by 1.
Yes.
I can't believe I lost to him.
Let's go! It's been so long.
This is a new level of heartbreak. This is a Stanley Cup Game 7 loss where your team only scores 8 goals.
This is when the Marlin just snaps the line.
That actually happened to me once. It was crazy.
My precious.
It's been a long time too because I haven't brought that belt in a long time.
I forgot what this thing looked like.
You're just sitting in a tennis bag. The drought is over. Not for Winnipeg, but for you.
You know what, Winnipeg? I did this for you. I know we didn't get the cup this year, but I'm dedicating this one to all the homies in Winnipeg. The Clothing Bakery who gave me this beautiful, beautiful jersey for $10. Undersized jersey.
Is there any other local businesses you'd like to shout out there too? Or
This one's for Salisbury House and Earl Barish, my boy.
where do you get your muffins in Winnipeg?